everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the second episode of Brew Time Chat. And on this episode I've got a good interview with Tim here from RBMC Store in Darwin. And I'm going to run through the questions that I asked myself on the last episode about riding and what he got up to. So thank you, Tim, for coming along, and let's get going.
Cool.
So the first question, how long have you been riding?
Well, I started riding in 2007, so that would be about 18 years.
Cool.
Certainly don't feel like it.
No.
Seems a lot longer, but yeah, 18 years.
18 years, wow. What got you into motorcycles?
A really close friend of mine, he passed away in 2013, a guy called Carl. And he used to come round to the house when I was a lad, and he had a little Honda, what was it, Honda CB250. Not the Rebel, the like the standard looking one, commuter. Right. And it were customised into a chop, and it were purple. And I just thought it sounded really cool. And
cool.
Yeah, I really liked it. You heard him coming from miles away. It was noisy.
When you said it were purple, I presume is that what he did himself? Did he?
Yeah, customised it all himself. Yeah, he went into customising bikes and that. And yeah, bright purple.
Wow.
And you could hear him coming from miles away. And look out window and it comes up, and I thought, that is cool. I've got to get myself a bike.
Cool.
So yeah, I was hooked then. And also, my dad told me, because I said to my dad, I was thinking about getting a bike, and I was actually torn between a bike or a car, but he said to me, "You're not getting a bike," so that settled it. Yeah. I was getting a bike.
Usual case.
Yeah.
So number 2, what was your first bike, and what do you remember about it?
My first bike was a blue and silver Gilera Cougar 125, little cruiser. And what I remember about it, it had absolutely no power, and I lived up in Blackburn, Buncer Lane, which was quite a steep hill, and it wouldn't go up Buncer Lane, so I had to go around. Some days on a good run, it'll just get up, but yeah, won't go up Buncer Lane. So I had to go all the way around and come down the hill instead.
Wow.
So awful bike. But I had that for 6 months and I absolutely loved it. And then, yeah, quickly realised it was rubbish though. But I rode it a lot, I wasn't off the bike.
Yeah.
Which, you do. When you start riding, you just ride. So,
cool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, what is your current bike? Or for you, Tim, I know you've got a few. What are your current bikes, and why did you choose them?
This will take a while. I've got this, and I didn't exactly choose it, really, did I? I just kind of had it by default. But yeah, the main reason for having it was to do how-to videos on them and develop parts for them. But it's a nice cheeky little bike and I enjoy it.
What bike is it?
It's a Herald Classic 250, 2016. So yeah, they're good little commuters. So that's my first one. I'd say my main one. It's not my main one now, but I've had it a long time. Suzuki SV1000, 2003. And I've got a lot of memories with that bike. It's a cracking bike. And even though I don't really have a use for it now, because I've got my superbike and I've got my touring bike, that's kind of an in-the-middle bike. But yeah, I don't want to get rid. Just got a lot of memories with it. The main one I ride is a Triumph Tiger 1200. That's just the perfect commuter. Perfect adventure bike. Perfect for touring. It's got cruise control, and it's got all luggage and everything now. Trekker luggage and everything. Top box panniers. tank bag. Yeah, it's a fantastic bike, and you can just go miles on it. It's comfy.
Cool.
And then I've got a Kawasaki Ninja ZX-10R. That's a 2004 one, so it's the proper ZX-10R, proper Widowmaker, and that's just my dream bike. Always wanted one. Absolutely love it. It's a weapon. It's all been remapped and everything, so it's about 160 horsepower at the wheel. So yeah, it goes like half a shovel. So yeah, and I think, is that all of it? Oh no, I've got a little Honda CB125, 1973 Honda CB125S. And that's just going to be a project, but I think the main thing for that is it's over 40 years old, so there's no MOT, no tax, and I can put it on the business trade insurance. So it won't cost me a penny to one.
Cool.
So yeah, the plan is just to do it up and maybe use that as a commuter. I don't know.
Yeah, knowing you,
I don't know.
it'll be like the rest of them. They're all there. They've all got memories for you. Like I say, you've got a really nice collection of bikes there. And I've got to say, I've ridden them all. I've ridden every one of Tim's bikes as he's ridden mine. I think, like you said, the Triumph, yeah, that's a great all-rounder and everything like that. But the ZX, yeah, it's the most uncomfortablest bike you could possibly wish to ride. But my God, is it
Can't
fun?
ride it long, can you?
No, it is absolutely tremendous fun if you can manage to get on it.
Yeah, that's the thing, it's getting on it.
So we're going on to question 4 now. This could be, it's going to set the old cogs whirring, I think, this one. So, the best ride you've ever had, and how much of that is of memories, how much of that memory involves food and cakes?
Best ride I've had. That's tricky. There's a few really. There's one. It don't involve eating or anything, but I think it's probably the most memorable ride, and I think it's because he's not here anymore. But again, my first ever ride out with my mate Carl. Yeah, that was memorable because my insurance on my 250. So I'd gone from the Gilera Cougar to a Honda VTR 250, and the insurance came in at midnight, and obviously I wanted to ride it. You know, I've gone from something that's meant to be 8 horsepower, it wasn't even that, to 33 horsepower. So it was a hell of a jump for me. And so insurance came on at midnight, and my dad hid the keys from me. Unknown to my dad, I had a spare set of keys. So as soon as it hit midnight, me and Carl jumped on bikes. I had to roll my bike down to the bottom of the hill before I even started it because it was noisy. And went for a midnight ride. Yeah.
Wow.
Got back about 4:30 in the morning.
Wow.
Yeah. I'd say that's probably the most memorable one.
Good then. They're the good ones.
Yeah.
Just looking at the questions here. Worst ride you've ever had? Whether breakdowns, wrong turns, or all three at once?
Well, I had one that was quite. It was horrible. It was in the middle of winter. Must have been January, something like that. And I had my missus on back at bike. We went to view a bike at this house, and that experience was good. Well, interesting. Went to view this bike, and it was a Yamaha SR250, which I ended up buying off him. We turned up, nice big house, big garage, full of bikes, full of parts, and it was a lovely bloke, and it was Newcastle. So we rode up there, we got chatting to him, and he had his own home brew. So he took us into the kitchen, have a look at this, and he had kegs and kegs and kegs of home brew. So he was sober when we got there, skip forward 3 hours of being there, and he was drunk. He was out of it. He was just necking pint after pint after pint. And he ended up locking us in the house because he lost his keys and couldn't find them. And luckily for me, because he was so drunk, in the middle of the garage was the bike, and he just ended up putting parts, loads of bike parts, other bikes, all sorts of stuff in this pile. And just, you can have that as well. 500 quid I paid for this lot. You can have that as well, and you can have that as well. And it ended up just being a big pile of parts. And I thought, how am I going to collect all this on bike? So I had my missus on bike. We were going to plan to go back again. So anyway, he found the keys. We got out. He's promised that he'd drop it off the next day, which he did do. And we had a few hours ride back at 2 o'clock in the morning in the middle of winter. And it was freezing.
Oh, I can imagine.
Not only was it freezing, but we were riding all down A59. And I just thought, as you're riding down, fuel gauge is going lower and lower and lower. Fuel lights on, and I'm thinking, oh my God, I don't know if there's any petrol stations here. Found a petrol station, closed. I was like, oh no. Absolutely, hands were purple. Oh. Couldn't feel a brake, couldn't feel the clutch. It was horrible. And heated grips were a thing then, but I don't think not many people really had them or used them. They were a lot more hard work to wire up than they are today as well. And so cold, absolute horrible. And then we found a petrol station, and just as I were pulling in, bike conked out.
Oh.
So yeah, very lucky.
Well, yeah.
But I think I didn't warm up for about 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, I think we've all done that one.
It was horrible.
Where it's been cold hands and numb.
Yeah.
The snow's half off you, and yeah. Wow, that sounded a great one, that.
I had a few experiences like that because used to ride every day, didn't have a car.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's a full. You've bought it and worn the T-shirt out numerous times.
Yeah.
So the next couple of questions, as you obviously have your own YouTube channel with RBMC Store on YouTube. Go and check him out. Give him a sub. What film gear, what camera gear do you use?
Everything I use is all DJI. I did have GoPro stuff and some other bit and batter stuff, but I didn't really gel with it. My GoPro, I had a Hero 8, and it would dying after about 15-20 minutes of use. So I just never gelled with it, and also when you put it on hyper smooth, it was hyper smooth. It was right weird, it didn't really catch the vibe of banking over and riding and all this sort of stuff. So I got was the Osmo? No, Osmo Action wasn't the first camera. I got the Osmo Pocket 1. And that was a brilliant little handheld camera. So I've got the 3 now. I got the 2, then I got the 3, and the 3's much better. It's a really, really good camera. And all the microphones hook up to it and everything wirelessly. So I've got the DJI Mic DJI Mic Minis. I've got a DJI Mic 2, and I use that to put my lavalier mic on for doing riding vlogs, which I haven't even started doing yet. I've got a couple of action cams. Still got the Pocket 2, so I've got 2 pockets. I've got the Osmo 360, which I've used once for the NEC videos. I've not even really used much of it in the NEC videos, to be honest. But yeah, there's a lot of use for that, but I've just not really used it yet. And I've got the DJI drone. So yeah, all DJI stuff. I run it on 1080p because there's no point in having 4K and all that sort of stuff. 1080p, put it on a telly and, it's clear enough. It's good. Good quality picture, yeah. 1080p, 25 frames a second. And, yeah, it doesn't use up a lot of space and the battery lasts a long time.
Yeah, I can admit, the same as me, the same setup as me, all DJI stuff. They just work.
Yeah.
They're faultless, you know, never had any problems with them in that regards, and the quality of it as well, like you said, 1080p. So yeah, they're all good there. So the next one is, what film editing software do you use? Is it DaVinci Resolve? There's lots of, you know, stuff out there. Which ones?
Yeah,
yours?
I've tried a few. I tried DaVinci Resolve on that, but the first one I tried was Filmora, and then I tried a few others. Then went back to Filmora and settled on it. It works really well. I'm currently on Filmora 14. 15's the one that's out at minute, and I went to Filmora 15, and they just change the layout of things, move things in different positions, and it just winds me up. So yeah, I went back to 14.
Yeah.
So
I can
Filmora 14, it's good.
I can just interject. Tim's not. He doesn't like change. He likes everything just to stay the way it is. He's He's a young lad, but he's very technology side. It has to be the same. If it changes, he can get irate very quick. So,
yeah. I don't really do tech.
So, yeah, Filmora, yeah, it's a good software. I use it myself. It's easy to use. You're not having to search for anything. Everything's there. The new Filmora 15, though, it's getting more and more AI involved with it as well. And for some people, it's great. But for me, like I said, I just make one video, drop it in. I don't do any cuts. And it's just so easy for me to do it, and it produces a good video at the end of the day. So I think it's really good software. Yeah, it is a subscription base, but it's worth the money for me anyway.
Well, I found with Filmora, when I first got it, it wasn't subscription, it was lifetime. But I didn't realise that it was lifetime only up to Filmora 14, something like that. So after that point, it's subscription based.
Yeah, they always get you one way or another.
Yeah, they do.
Definitely.
And I think it's like, what is it, 90 odd quid a year?
I think you've got the full package. Mine is, I think I paid 70.
Right.
I don't know what it'll be this year.
Not a big difference.
It's
for all them extra features.
Every stuff on it, you know. I mean, you can say, well, you can go and get DaVinci Resolve, and the full license is like, I think it's just over 200 quid for the full license, but that's a lifetime license with all the updates. But with DaVinci Resolve, it's a very steep learning curve, but all the little features that we used to, like titles and overlays and stuff like that, you really have to go hunting for them, and it's a bit
I find
too much.
Filmora's gone like that now as well. Yeah.
So yeah, it's a little bit
too much in it.
Yeah, it's too much in your face and too much of a steep learning curve.
Yeah, definitely.
Where am I up to? What's the right, so we've done that one. Right, we've done the film editing one, so you have to bear with me. Where's the most beautifulest place you've ever ridden? In the UK or somewhere else?
Well, I've not really ridden outside the UK. You know, we've been planning on doing Europe trip and all that lot. So, I'd say Loch Lomond. Yeah, around Scotland.
Scotland's beautiful.
Scotland trip, that was nice.
Yeah. That year was
really
really
nice.
good, nice. Yeah. When you blew your engine up.
Yeah, blew the engine on the SV-Thou. It came back knocking its head off, didn't it?
It came back sounding like a diesel after that.
In fact, again, I was really lucky. It conked out as we got to the shop. All those miles going around Scotland. How many miles did we do? It must have been like 1,000 or something.
A couple of 1,000 miles by the time we got up there and did all the ride round.
It was.
I remember how that started when we got up there to Scotland, because we went up with my mate Steve. Hopefully, I'll get him on the channel and get an interview with him. We pulled into a garage just over the Erskine Bridge to fuel up, and we all pulled in there. It was raining, so we were going to Helensburgh. That was our bed and breakfast.
Yeah.
And we all pulled up and fueled up. But up in Scotland, they only had E10. Fuel in the garages. All the garages up in Scotland had E10, and we pulled in my bike to run on anything really.
So
Steve's
did
bike
Steve's.
is SJR. He's come run on anything, so it weren't too bad. But Tim's SV, old bike, put E10 in it, and Steve led us out of there.
It was as soon as I put
And as soon
E10
as he
in,
put
started
E10
running
in,
off.
and we pulled out of that garage, and I was behind you. It black smoked, and I was like, "That's not right." It just instantly, and then after that, then it started just to go downhill from there. But we were lucky that
Started
we
knocking
managed
more
to
and
get
more.
the whole ride and the weekend that we had up there. I mean,
Yeah.
your engine blew up, and that's when my rear shock blew.
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
remember when we called him Sparky Clarky going up
Yeah.
up past Faz Lane there, and he took
Yeah,
off,
I were following Steve on his FJ, and we're getting ahead a little bit because I think you had Lisa
Yeah.
on the back. So we're getting ahead a bit, we're having a bit of fun, and he just went over this bump and sparks went flying out bottom of the bike.
Yeah, I went over the same bump and blew my rear shock. Yeah, good memories on that one. That was
Yeah.
a good ride out there.
Yeah, it was. It was a good holiday, that.
So, number 7. What advice would you give to someone who's just starting out riding?
I'd say, and I think a lot of people do these days, they get a bike and they either go straight for a big bike or they'll practice on a 125, then get a 600. Or they'll be, or if they're doing the direct access, is it
Yeah.
called now, the direct access, they'll get 1,000. I just think silly idea. Build up slow. That's what I'd say. Build up slow. Master each bike and learn how to ride properly. I got a 125, only had that about 6 months, but then I had a 250 for a few years. I had a 650 for a few years. I had it wasn't 1,000, it was an 88, something. Speed Triple T509. I had that for a few years, then got the SV1000. So, yeah, build up slow.
Gain plenty of road mileage. Get the mileage in, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, and just try new things. And I think people overwatch YouTube videos these days on how to corner and stuff like that, and all this counter steering and blah blah blah. And you do it automatically anyway.
Yeah.
It's just about being natural on your bike and everything flowing. If you can be natural on your bike, plan ahead, think ahead, and everything just flows. Just ride a lot and let things come naturally.
Yeah.
And don't just get a big bike straight away. I don't think you'll ever become a great rider if you just practice on, I don't know, a 600 and then buy 1,000. I don't think you'll ever be a great rider.
No. It's good advice that, like you said, that they go for the direct access because that's how I went through it. And you're riding, I think it was 600 or a 650. And you come off that, and then, like you said, the straight away, they want to be with the mates, they want to jump on these superbikes, S1000 RRs and Ducati Panigales and all this lot, and they've only just passed the test, and it's a complete different.
And they drop them, and they don't learn how to ride them properly. And we've seen them riding from shop, haven't we?
Yeah,
And
we see many a rider out of here.
they
and where
look
they go
so
on it.
nervous.
Yeah, you've
It's
got to be
unbelievable.
confident on your bike.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's good advice that.
Yeah.
So, question 8. What kind of rider are you? Calm and collect, or still pretending you're 25?
Both.
Yeah.
I'd say both. It all depends. I can be. I think I need my moment. I need a moment where if we go on a ride out,
Yeah.
I need a moment where I get on the road, open it up, gun it, fly past everyone, and have a good fun, and then I'm all right.
Yeah.
Then I can relax.
Yeah.
But I think on a ride out, I need at least one moment where I'll give it some.
Yeah.
Which is tricky these days because it's all average speed cameras everywhere.
Yeah.
But there's still the odd road, isn't there?
Yeah.
There's still the odd place where you can open it up a bit. But yeah, mix of both, mate.
Yeah. I think that's how you get to, isn't it? When you get to a stage like where you've been riding for so long, when you go out on the bike, yeah, you go out there to enjoy the moment and to ride it, but you just need that one. It's that surge of adrenaline, I think, that we all need, because when you're on a bike, that's what it's about. It's the adrenalines, it's the endorphins that it produces that you get addicted to. And you think, I just need that one, and I just need to know that feeling again. Yeah, it's like a druggie.
I think one of the worst things you can do is go out riding with a point to prove. Try and think,
dangerous.
oh yeah, I'm a great rider. I'll prove to everyone that I'm a really good. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just enjoy the ride.
Yeah.
Enjoy the ride.
I think we've seen.
And if you ride like that as well, you're either going to have an accident or you're not going to ride as well, because people generally tend to tense up. And if you ride intense, you're never going to ride well. No. You're not going to ride well. I think being relaxed and natural is the best way of riding.
Yeah.
Things just flow. You go around the bend and it all flows. And if you're uptight and tense, it's not going to flow.
No, you're fighting the bike instead of being part of the bike.
Yeah.
Because we're riding a bike, I think a lot of people don't understand with the bike is that you become part of the machine. I know it sounds strange to people that don't ride, but once you get on the bike and you start riding, it's so minute, the inputs that you put on it, but it has a major effect on how the bike handles, how it steers, how it feels. And you're feeling everything through the bike. You're feeling the road through your tyres and through your suspension, and you're feeling the bike itself. Is it running right? It's like you listen to it, you feel the vibrations through your body, and you become part of it. So when you're riding tense, you put in your tension, your tense muscles into the bike. You're fighting it. It can't do what it wants to do naturally, because the bike will naturally want to do things, and you're fighting it. So if you're going into a corner and you stiff up, you can't turn, and you're going to make mistakes. So yeah,
100%.
like that. It's that if you're going to be riding at any speed, really, ride relaxed. We've got off that.
Yeah.
So another one for Tim. What is the most ridiculous thing you've carried on a motorbike and lived to tell the tale?
Ooh, an engine and wheels.
And this sounds interesting.
So I've had my... Did I have my Triumph at the time? I think I had my Triumph at the time. And I bought that SR250, that Yamaha off that guy. And I went back for wheels and an engine. So strapped them all to the back of the bike and rode back. I had this big plate on the back of the bike that I'd strapped to the bike and then just put the engine and wheels on top of that. The good thing is that the wheel... So there was 2 wheels and then 2 tyres and then the engine. So the engine kind of sunk in the tyres and it worked out all right, but... It was an interesting ride.
It's like having a pillion on the bike that is dead with that weight, and it's right at the back of the bike as well, by the sounds of it.
Strangely enough, it was on the passenger seat because I never took my missus in. But strangely enough, that wasn't the worst. It probably was the most ridiculous, but the worst was load of beers in my top box and on back seat.
Yeah.
That was horrible because it just, the bike felt like it was swaying. It was all sloshing everywhere.
Oh, of course,
so you're going into a bike and it's like, whoa, and it just kept running wide and loads and loads of crate of beers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was probably worse, but the most ridiculous, the engine. Oh no, a big boy.
Oh dear.
I carried, it was a really big boy. And I strapped it to my back first, but then it was just stuck right out. And then I tried putting it on the tail and then round the fairing at the front, but then I couldn't really put my leg down and everything. So I just put it down my top, down my back.
Oh dear.
So I'm riding along and I just felt it slip.
Oh.
I turned round and it just went bang on this front bumper of this car. I just smashed the front bumper.
Oh.
So I went to pull over. The car just drove past. It's like it just didn't know.
Wow.
So I thought, got away with that one.
Definitely that. Wow, yeah. That's some interesting stuff in there, yeah.
A few things, yeah. I've ridden with some daft things on bike.
Wow.
But like every year we go to rallies, it's loaded up.
I think you've seen some of my past
tents
videos.
and chairs and everything, cooking stuff and all extra tarp and all that lot.
Yeah, he definitely knows how to load a bike up, does Tim?
Oh yes.
So, okay, coming down now, final question for you. If you could buy any bike you wanted, what would it be?
I don't know, because I've got what I want really. So it'd have to be.
Classic?
Yeah, it'd have to be
Sports bike?
something that I'm not buying for a certain purpose, like, you know, touring or anything like that, because I've got my touring bike and I've got my fun bike. I think it'd have to be either an old Honda CBX, purely for the sound of it, that inline six noise,
Yeah.
or an old Triumph Bonnie, T120, 1960s T120 Bonneville.
Cool.
And it looks like they're coming down in price as well. So, yeah.
Never know.
That'll be another one for my collection soon.
We're going to need another workshop for Tim's bike storage, his collection.
Oh, yeah.
This is how collections start.
Yeah.
When you see that, when you go around and you see all these old guys and they've got bikes, they all started at Tim's age and younger, 25. I'll buy this bike and I'll do it up, and I'll buy this bike and I'll do it up, and then before you know it, they've got 100 bikes, and only like 3 of them have been done up. They're all in that process, but yeah, there's some nice bikes there. So yeah, that's great. That's Tim. Thank you very much for coming on.
One more thing.
Go on.
You've not done your most memorable moment riding.
Oh, yes.
You've missed a question out.
Missed a question. Go on then. I meant to ask. I've been changing the questions around a little bit here, and
Have you took that off then?
no, I should have had it on.
I think you've just missed it out.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Because that's
it's
one
there.
question that I remember you.
Yeah, I was going to add this question for Tim, and I've completely skipped it. I've missed it. But we'll add it in for you anyway. What is the most memorable moment when riding?
I won't just ask me that. You want to ask that
Not
everyone.
everybody, but everybody's going to be asked this.
Definitely.
This is a question we decided to add into it.
Most memorable moment. Well, I think most of them are on my Triumph. Just which one? Now, one of them was, again, I'm on A59, and I were up near Newcastle way, and I'm riding along, and I just saw this big stone just belt my radiator, and bottom left-hand side of the radiator, and it's just spraying coolant out. And I was like, oh no, and I could just see temperature gauge going up and up and up and up. And I'm in the middle of nowhere. I had a bottle of water, that were it, so I thought, right, I'm going to have to figure something out. And on those bikes, there's like a little cover at the front of the petrol tank, and to fill the coolant up, it's in there, the coolant fill lid thing, cap, whatever you want to call it. So I poured a bottle of water in there, got riding, and that water were just dissipating, going, temperature gauge were going up again, and the only thing I could do was piss in it. So I climbs up on the petrol tank, kneeling on tank, and I'm weeing.
Oh, can you imagine this? Just listen to
In the
this. You can
coolant.
imagine this at the side of the road. If you're passing this in a car, and this guy's, you can picture it in your head now.
So and luckily I were bursting for pee. So I think I put enough in for the time being. Put the cap back on, straight back on road riding. And I didn't think about this but it was obviously still leaking. So all it was doing was spraying piss all over my leg. And I don't know if you've ever smelt piss boiling.
Oh,
in fact, you have. You have smelt piss boiling. Because someone pissed in our kettle years ago.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we replaced it.
Yeah.
But
Oh.
but the smell of boiling piss is awful.
Yeah.
But it got me to a garage. I filled it up, and then I managed to nurse it all the way home.
Wow.
First thing I did, as soon as I got back, replaced the radiator, flushed it, all fresh coolant in, and I could still smell piss. It ended up being 3 or 4 coolant changes before I stopped smelling piss.
Oh,
Every time I jumped on my bike and rode it, I could smell piss
wow. That is
for a long while.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, that is...
And I sold that back to some poor bugger.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. That's a good one.
I think the piss was all long gone by that point. So that was my most memorable moment. There was another one on the same bike, and on that bike I had soft panniers, and I just got these panniers for this rally, and in my right pannier I put my cooking stove and gas canister and everything, and there was a blanket in there as well. And my missus went back at bike. Well, I didn't know while we were riding that them panniers started sagging more and ended up touching exhaust. So we got to storming, and I think the video of this is somewhere because someone came over and recorded and put it on YouTube. But they were recording everyone at the entrance, and me and my mate were behind me, Carl, and I were in front. And he came over with camera, and I'm revving back, rum. And I just heard my mate shouting, ah, like that. Turns round, and there's bits of blanket on fire just spitting in his face.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, oh crap, right, okay. Right, so we got through, parked up, and in that pannier was a gas canister. It was glowing. Crikey. It was hot. How it didn't blow up, I don't know, but it would have took a leg off.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, a very lucky moment there.
Yeah.
But yeah, there we go. That's another one.
That's a good memorable. So why is it? Have you not got any like nice memorable moments? You brought down and pissed in the radiator, yeah, and then you nearly blew your bike up with a gas canister. What about
nice moments?
A nice something happened.
I don't know. Something always happens. So yeah, just got a distraction there. So we're saying most memorable moment. A nice memorable moment.
Yeah.
There isn't many. There isn't many really. Something always seems to happen, and I think the reason being, I go to a lot of rallies and stuff with my mum, and his face says it all.
Yes.
Yes. Every time we go to rally, something happens with my mum. Whether it's dropping a bike, getting lost, breaking down, something always happens, doesn't it?
Definitely. Now, Tim's mum, I'm going to have to get her on and interview her. She's an absolute peach. She's a storm. You love her to bits, and she has some tales. So, yeah. Anyway, I think we've gone through all the questions now, Tim. So, thank you very much for letting me interview you. And they can find you at rbmcstore.com. Go and get your parts from there. Or you can look for Tim at YouTube. Is it RBMC Store on YouTube?
RBMC Store on YouTube, yeah.
And he's got great videos on there, all how-tos and everything like that. He's definitely worth going checking out.
Yeah, I think I've gone a bit away from the how-to videos in recent times, but I want to go back to it. I want to do a lot of how-to videos, but yeah, videos, working on bikes, how-to videos, going to events and rallies and shows and stuff like that. That's mainly what my channel's about.
Yeah, so go give me a check out. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. That's the first time I've said that on these videos. I don't usually say that. So until the next time, stay safe, keep it shiny side up, and I'll catch you on the next one.